Jackson with you at songmentor.com. Today's song is Layla, recorded by a supergroup in the 70s called Derek and the Dominoes, but the writer and driving force and singer of this song was Eric Clapton, Slowhand. And he wrote this song as he was pining for, at the time, George Harrison's wife, Pattie Boyd. He got the inspiration from a 12th century Persian poet who had written a series of poems about a princess named Layla who was a victim of unrequited love. Or I should say the one who loved her was the victim of unrequited love. And so that was the inspiration for Eric Clapton with this song. It's most remembered for its incredible guitar intro, and first time I heard it, goosebumps had the whole thing. So here it is, Eric Clapton, Derek and the Dominoes, Layla. Alrighty then, here's some chords you're going to need to play Layla. You're going to need a C sharp minor bar chord, a G sharp minor bar chord, you're going to need an open C, an open D, and an open E. You're going to need an F sharp minor bar chord, a B bar chord, an open A chord. And then you're going to need three what we call power bar chords, a D, a C, and a B flat. Some would call these D5, C5, and B flat 5. Where basically when you play those chords, you're really just hitting the 5th and 4th strings. So that's D5, C5, B flat 5. And that's it, everything you need for Layla. Well, let's talk about the strumming pattern for Layla. And I'm going to teach you this in chunks, and rather than go through all the up down explanation, because it varies enough through each verse, I'm just going to slow it down and do it in sections for you, and then we'll put the whole thing together. The first section is with the C sharp minor and G sharp minor chords. Okay, again. The second bit is with the C, D, and E chords. Again. First and second bits together. And the third and final bit is with the F sharp minor, B, E, and A. Again. So putting the whole thing together at slower speed, and one last time at normal speed. have the strumming pattern for the verses in Layla. Okay, let's take a look at that wonderful opening lick and riff in Layla. Our fingers here are operating from the 10th fret of the 1st and 2nd strings up to the 13th fret, and eventually we'll get to the 15th fret. Here are the notes. So we have 10th fret, 13, 10, 13, 10, 13 on the B string. When I actually play this, I don't pick every one of those notes. I'm going to hammer anything that's on the 13th fret. So it goes like this. Okay, here's the bend part, and when you bend, use the 1st and 2nd fingers to help you bend that 2nd string up. You're bending the 1st string at the 13th fret, you're bending it up to a 15th note, so you're bending an F note up to a G note, and then hitting it before you bend up, and then hitting it again when it comes back down to the F note. And then with that 2nd finger, you're going to play the 12th fret. And then 13th on B string, and back to 10 on A. Now the 2nd bit of this opening phrase starts the same, but it goes up to the 15th fret. So it's the same thing we did before on the 13th, except this time we're starting on the 15th, bending up to what would be the note in the 17th, bending up to the A note. And then we've got 12th fret, 13th and 15th on the B string. So putting it all together. Now the second time you play through it, it ends differently. That second section of it, instead of finishing on the 15th fret, it finishes on the 14th fret the second time through. That's to line up with the C sharp minor chord that's going to start the verse. So the whole thing done very slowly, without much vibrato. And there's your opening lick for Layla. Okay, well, let's go through this little riff that plays through the chorus. This is also the part that plays along with that opening riff that we just learned. And it goes like this. That is a hammer from A to C, a hammer from D to F, and the third one is an open D to C. 3 hammers. The last piece of that is hitting both the 4th and 3rd strings. 4th string is open, 3rd string is the A note. So 3 hammers, and then those 2 strings together. And then we're going to play the slide down from the D5 to the C5 to the B flat 5. Now that's the cheat. On that one I don't slide all the way down from the D5, I just go or you can play with both of those. So that's the riffing that's going on during the chorus and during that wonderful opening lead riff is being played at the same time. Okay, we've got all the pieces. Let's play through this instrumentally, and we'll try and play through at the very end of the opening riff into a verse with the chording, and then into a chorus with that D5 riffing. Okay, here we go. So I took us into the second verse with that, and of course you want to throw the vocals on top of that. What do you do when you get lonely? Nobody's waiting by your side. So just a little chat about fine tuning here. Again, stressing the importance of two things there: the bending, using these other fingers to help you push that second string up and out of the way, and also the importance of developing your own vibrato. I don't have the best vibrato in the world. Wonderful lead guitar players do, and you can work on yours and make it better all the time. And the other thing is sound, of course. When I was playing through the chords, those are a little grittier and dirtier than when I showed you the chords needed at the beginning of the lesson. And that's just probably in a rock song, you want it in there somewhere. You don't want it so dirty that it's heavy metal sound, but... So sound, vibrato, and use your fingers to help you bend. Those are just little fine-tuning points for this song, and for any song. There you go, Derek and the Dominoes, Layla. We'll see you next time on Song Mentor.